hard times, okay, anytime, you're near. Even when I'm down, I just need you around, and I don't mind my love. Every dream I had came true. Every time I look at you, so I don't mind, no, I don't mind my love. If the earth stopped its spin, it wouldn't change a thing, long as you're here with me. 'Cause it's your eyes, I swear, leave me without a care. And I don't mind my love. Every dream I had came true. Every time I look at you, so I don't mind, no, I don't mind my If there were words to say, I couldn't find them anyway. But you don't mind at all. You take me like I am, all the good and the bad. You don't mind, and I don't mind, we don't mind. Every dream I had came true. Every time I look at you, this whole world could fall apart, but you will still have my heart. I don't mind, no, I don't mind my, I don't mind, no, I don't mind my
It was parked out in the woods, keys still in the ignition. All the cops were buzzing from somebody's bad decision. Call everyone you know, we found the evidence. Just don't let them see you when you jump across the fence. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. You can holler at the moon, go splashing in the creek. You can get as rowdy as you damn near wanna be. We don't build a bonfire, we don't need that attention. Ain't nobody driving home, not in our condition. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. We parked it over here, we parked it over there. We parked it in the barn, yeah, we parked it everywhere. The party went on all night long, till all the beer was gone. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it
true. YK. Where the frick is Juan Gonzalez? Hello, Holo family. Holo family. The greatest family on earth. You come to Gran Canaria. Yes, Juan Gonzalez. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see him again. I'm sure he'll be back. But the frick is XRP doing? Oh my gosh. XRP is having a go. SEC, get freaking wrecked. It's time for XRP to disappear off to the ether. Yes, it is. I am so freaking pumped for these charts right now. Sunday dump, get freaking wrecked. Oh, wow. Yes, team. It is Sunday. I've disappeared off the planet of this earth for the last 4 days. I do apologize. It happens. But here we are. We're here. We're freaking live. And I'm probably going to be here for the next 5 hours by the sounds of it. There's like so much to go through. I don't realize that we cover so much every single night to the point now where everything is so stacked up. I'm like, where the freaking hell do I start? Like, there's like so much to cover. I know most of you have been reading and doing your research and kind of like just dealing with it whilst the live hasn't been on. But hey, we're going to go through it bit by bit. We're going to go through it Bitcoin by Bitcoin. By Satoshi by Satoshi. Still drinking my water. Still living the life of no caffeine, minimal sugar. I'm finding it extremely hard that there's a lot of food products that contain a lot of sugar. So I've got to okay. So it's impossible for me to have a sugar-free diet unless it's good sugars like grapes and fruits. But you buy stuff and you're like, okay, this doesn't have sugar in. And then you look at the packaging and it's rammed packed full of sugar. So I have to limit my intake on that. But hey, I'm learning so much more about healthy foods and it's great. And rice cakes are my best friend right now. Okay, enough of that. Great to see you all. Who we got in the freaking house tonight? We got Fred Holo being the first. Elias, the Jalen Kinderman, Jordy Madahoto. YK's in the house. Father, let's swear what's going on, buddy. YK. George Bethune. The Yorkshire lad. Who else we got? Football Kings, Deliberate Creator. Isa X is in the house. Holochain is in the house. Oh my gosh. It's great to see you all. 22 people in the live chat. Chris W. The chart looks good today. Actually, the chart looks so good today. Who else we got? Aris Snoopy, what's going on? Aris Snoopy with the eye emoji. I'm going to do a Robo Johnny Stang for Aris Snoopy because he loves the freaking eye emojis. TT, what's going on? That was like proper American. TT, what's going on? Anyway, in terms of America, happy Independence Day, everybody. Today is the day that the British got wrecked by the Americans. In our defense, right? We was too busy protecting the seas because we wanted to dominate the seas. So we just let America have it. All right. Simple as that. Like, it's fine. You can have your deserts and you can have like your earthquakes and your tsunamis and your tornadoes. It's fine. We'll just have the seas. That's probably not true, to be fair, but yeah. The UK, seriously. Those Brits. I was waiting for that. El Toro. El Toro, you have a special place in my heart, brother. How did I not see El Toro? It's because I saw Jordi Manahutu and I'm just like, Jordi, what's going on? El Toro, great to see you. I'm sorry I missed the shout out. I'm sorry that you're unsubscribing. But we're gonna miss you. Only joking. El Toro won't unsubscribe from the freaking Holotube. He loves it too much. Okay, maybe I need to start doing my job right. So, everybody knows about the Alpha program. I'm sure they do. Alpha program itself is pretty freaking exciting, to be quite honest with you. It's look, doesn't it just prove that everything is ready to go into beta? It does to me anyway. It does kind of make me excited in the fact that beta is just around the corner. All right, and before we start talking about the Alpha program, Brotherhood, I'm in freaking mid-flow here and you're like, what's up, Johnny? You know what I'm like? I'm too nice and I can't say what's up. So, good to see you, Brotherhood. I've been chatting to you all day. Jill the Jong, yes, she can have a freaking shout out. All right, are we just going to go for the shout outs to start with? Yeah, should we do that? Whilst everyone's turning up late, because Johnny Stang is always on time. Martin Van Dome is in the freaking house. Right, here we go. Clock. Turn the clock off. Turn the... what am I turning off? The live text. And I'm going to transition. I'm going to transition. Wait for the rocket. Shut up. I don't want rockets. It was Meteor. Okay. Right. So, the HOLO Alpha program. Do you know what I'm liking now? Is that HOLO bringing out so much new cool stuff. So much new cool stuff. So they said that, what's going on? Okay. So as they've written here, I'm sure we can all read. So I'm not going to go in and bore you with the reading because you've probably all freaking read it. But like, this is probably like the first day I was off. Yeah, I think it was the first or the second day. Right. The thing that stands out for me is the fact that a stipend of 10,000 holo fuel will occur monthly for each port and will be paid upon beta launch mainnet. This is really exciting because if you think about it, the holo ports that are going to be switched on are going to have access to all the website data. They're going to have all the analytics on there for them to see. They're going to see a credit like building on their Holochain network. So it's more than just switching your holo port on. It proves that Holo Fuel 1 is kind of alive because they're working off the back of something. They've worked out the pricing as it is today. And obviously the accounting part of Holochain is working because every holo port that's switched on has to have an account linked to Holo. So look, if you're going to get paid 10,000 freaking holo fuel a month, how long can Holo last? Paying each single holo port 10,000 freaking holo fuel a month. It's not going to be long before beta is happening. That's all I can say. A company that technically isn't making money at the minute, other than investors, is now paying 10,000 holo fuel. So technically, this is a loss to the company, isn't it? Whilst the testing. So beta is so close, like so freaking close. I can't even explain to you how exciting this is. They don't even have to tell me that it's close, right? It's close. So they've put here, we'll send all participants a weekly report on metrics and a monthly report that details the striping accrual. For the general public, we're also preparing a simple dashboard that aggregates network data about how the HOLO pots are active on the platform, which is great because we'll be able to have that on the freaking HOLO too. Yes, we will. Why do I get so gosh damn excited? Sonny Setti, you've said it's only a bit over $60 right now, but what's it going to be when HOLO fuel is at $1? Right? So that 10,000 HOLO fuel they're earning now, just freaking hold it. And then you're getting a backlog of 10,000 HOLO fuel that you've had before it's gone live. So say it's going to be live for 3 months before beta happens. That's 30,000 HOLO fuel at a freaking $1 each. Look at it that way. All right. It's the price that it's now. This is how humans think quite a lot. They look at the present, don't look at the present, think about the future. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you're going to get $60 right now. It's not going to pay back your HOLO fuel, right? It's not going to pay back your HOLO pot right now. But in the future, hold on to that HOLO fuel. Shabalaba, bing bang. Even if it goes to freaking 20 cents. So, look, it's really, really exciting. Is the whole concept that's happening, which is the HoloPort Alpha program. Don't think of the now, think of the future. And 10,000 HOLO fuel seriously is a massive, massive gift per month. All you have to do is switch it on and make sure it's up to date and run it. That's all you have to do. So, yeah, exactly, Gelder John. Exactly. Don't be taking that HOLO. Well, you can't anyway until beta has actually happened and HOLO fuel becomes an actual tangible thing. But seriously, 10,000 HOLO fuel a month? That's mega. Just for having your little HOLO port switched on. Yeah, it's going to cost you to start with because you're not getting paid anything. It's just an IOU. So Gelder John, people will bump their heads. Fred, Johnny, first you need one. Yes, you do. You're right. You do need 1 or 3. But look, those people that managed to get hold of a HOLO pot early, isn't it great? It's great that the testing's happening. This is a huge step from the promises in 2018, the promises in 2019, and then they stopped promising. And now look at us in 2021. It's just great. It's just exciting. And when the HOLO pots are ready, I'm sure all of you will be rushing out to buy one, even if you was to purchase the Nano. So awesome. There we go. So that's like your first update, the HoloPort Alpha program, which is just freaking amazing. Alpha program on HoloPorts. This was the Dev Pulse update posted on the 2nd of July. I'm sure you've read this one. And this is where we get into the kind of development stage, the testing, the craziness that happens that I just don't have a freaking clue about. All these words, like what does all this words mean in these blue boxes? Look, I'm not a developer. But again, look at all the information that's coming through. And if you are a developer, this is mega exciting because Holochain have now released a new version. The last version was released back in February and it's now at version 0.0.1001. So again, something for you to read through. I'm not going to be the best to talk through this because I don't understand it. I don't understand what all this means. So it'll be a job for the Mindful Cog, of course. So, errata and additions for last week developer ecosystem roundup. After I published all those lovely developer resources, a couple of devs pointed out that I'd missed some pretty important ones. The life of being a publisher. So there's a few new things that have popped up in the meantime. Embedded Holochain running makes it easy to run Holochain as a library on your own app. This lets you bundle up everything into a single exe without any background services to manage. It's already being used in Acorn. Interesting. There's the beginnings of geolocation zone that lets you tag and search for anything by longitude and latitude. Wow. The developers are also talking about adding the ability to search within range, optimized by breaking the globe up into cells. Isn't that what we have at the minute? There is an app, isn't there? So this is pretty cool. This is exciting. Cell client is a wrapper around the JavaScript client and the HOLO Web SDK that makes it easy for UI to target both self-hosted Holochain and HOLO hosted at the same time. Wow. There's a full set of transcript type defs for Holochain core types. I don't know what that means. So, magic stuff happening, not just for us. Well, the majority of us simpletons that are massive investors in HOT, but things are working. Things are actually happening. Things are getting exciting, team. Like, super exciting. Where's the this one? This one made me really excited as well. Look at this. What does this mean, team? What does it mean? We're getting very close. I'm excited for Junto. Like, Junto is the first, like, magical thing that happened on Holochain. It was huge news back in the day, and now we're getting very close. We're getting very close as a retweet. Another step closer to first decentralized version of Junto, all powered by Holochain, right? Is this not a sign that beta is happening? This has to be a sign. Can I do this? Why is it not got like buffer face? Yeah, it doesn't want to load, sadly. I don't know why it's buffering like that. It's because we're not on Holochain, obviously. But Junto, again, smashing out the info. Junto is getting more and more switched on with the social world, which, again, is making me super excited. Right, we've got a Holochain developer app as well. So, again, it doesn't make sense to me. It's all foreign. This is using, so they use GitHub quite a lot, obviously, to run their platform. That's what it's based on. They use the GitHub platform, but again, and there's everything in here, how to create a Holochain network over the internet, and it tells you exactly how to do it. Here's the code. Again, totally lost right now. Like, this is way out of my comfort zone, but it's for those of you that are switched on to this kind of thing, it's great to find it. And it's just on the Holochain open development option here that they sent out 3 hours ago. And yeah, how to unit test in Rust. See this? What are these words? Like, what are these words? It's so complicated. They're absolute geniuses, a lot of them. We've gone through the alpha program on Holoport. And what else did we see? We got that one. Did we go through that one? A group in the Holochain community meets every week to learn, develop, and explore and implement design patterns that are appropriate for Holochain. Dev polls. What does this magic do? Okay, so we've gone through this. This was posted back in the 18th of June, so we've actually covered that one. Holochain in full bloom. Right, what's going on in the chat? Let's just make sure I'm not getting too far behind. Brotherhood says it's nice passive income. Nova, good to see you, brother. Fred, Johnny, do you have a port or more than one? I have purchased 2. I haven't got them, so just waiting for them to arrive. I purchased the Holoport and the Holoport Plus. The Holoport will be here, and it'll be used as like a, look, this is the Holoport, this is what's inside it, this is how it works. The Holoport Plus will be going to my mother's house because she has like super freaking unbelievable, awesome, super fast internet. So it's just going to sit there just wearing away, and yeah, should be able to earn holo fuel off the back of it, which is going to be really exciting. Gelda John, I like the fact we're all together on this journey. That is so true. It is so true. Such a nice community. Yes. They said summer 2021 they would drop Junto onto Holochain. Well, it's summer 2021. Let's freaking go, team. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it is Sunday, and I think this chart is upside down. Like, what happened to the Sunday dump? Team, we have got some serious volume coming in. I was on live twice today because I was just getting so excited about these pumps. I could not come on and have a chat. So these lines were created, gosh, around about here. So it was earlier than that. It was around about 11 o'clock when I first came on, and I said, wish I could rewind it so I can replay it. But I did say it's about time Holo was following the 21 EMA. We did follow it here, but the volume wasn't there, so it just chilled on the 21, which is fine. I'm quite happy with that, because when you do get these drop downs, you get these inverted head and shoulder patterns that emerge. It has to, because it's dropping down, trying to find its feet. And what I love when the market isn't being heavily manipulated, and we'll come to that in a few minutes, but what I love about it is that you can now read the charts perfectly, and for a technical analyst, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Hence why I created these lines, and I said, right, I'm creating these trend lines because this is where I predict the 21 EMA is going to go, and this is where I predict the 55 EMA is going to go. And now that the chart is running above the 21 EMA, which, team, is extremely freaking bullish, if we was to have a drop down, we would probably drop and touch the 55 EMA. When it was up here, the relative strength index was just way too high, and I said, right, we'll come back and we'll retest that 21 and we'll work our way back up again, which we did. If we lose that, we'll hit the 55, and it's following it freaking exactly as we discussed, which is great, which means the bears are disappearing out from the crypto space. They've run out of money, and the charts and the whole coin market cap is trying to get back to where it actually belongs. So for me, in my opinion, that is extremely bullish. Obviously, we've had a lot happen in the last few weeks, especially with the Delta variant and now the Delta Plus variant. So institutions are like, whoa, hang on a second. Delta Plus variant, this looks bad. Things aren't looking great. Right, we can't start pumping and taking money out of the crypto space anymore. We've got to back off. So because they've backed off, this is why you're getting this movement up to the upside. because these big whales just can't get involved. So we've got ourselves and El Toro, who's probably a dolphin. We've got Van Leswer, who's a shark. We have these big players now that can actually get the market to where it's going to be, where it needs to be, where it's going. Also, the thing that doesn't make sense to me is let's have a look at BitBoy Crypto, for example. Before the bull market, he had something like 150,000 followers. He had a lot. Oh my gosh, don't get me wrong. But now he's just reached over 1 million followers. What does that say about the crypto space this year? There is so much retail money in the crypto space that's just been held back. So there's so many hodlers. There's a ridiculous amount of hodlers, which is all of us, just sat there waiting for that 3 cent to come back, the $60,000 Bitcoin to come back. I don't remember what Ethereum went to. Was it 4,000? So there's a lot of people now waiting for that money to come back. And what's going to happen is when people start getting their money back, they're going to feel euphoric, they're going to feel awesome, and they're going to start putting money back into it because they're like, right, I've got my money back, I'm back to zero, now I'll start pumping money in. It's massively the wrong thing to do. Like if you're investing, not financial advice, but you should be putting money in now at this low point. This is going to be your great opportunity to really maximize your profits here and now. So if you've come in at the 2.6 cent mark, ignore the 2.6, start again. All right, this is what it's all about. Just the crypto space is all about putting money in that you can afford to lose. Simple as that. All right, not all of us is going to win. There's going to be a lot of people that lose out. Hopefully not us, because we're here every day, we play it safe, we talk about it, we talk about trading, we talk about hodling, and nobody is forcing you to do anything. If you want to buy, buy. If you want to sell and capitulate, then sell and capitulate. If you want to hodl, you're a freaking legend. That's all I can say. So again, that leads me on to manipulation. Now, this is really, really exciting. So if I go to the weekly, let's have a look at the weekly. So we all know what this looks like. This is where the FUD is coming, all right? Because we are creating on the weekly this head and shoulders pattern, which doesn't look great at all. So this is why people are saying, well, if this was to happen, where is this going to take Bitcoin? And it's going to take it below the 20,000. This is why you're getting all of that FUD news saying that Bitcoin is going to go down and you should all like sell, like, oh, it's going to zero. This is the end of it. It's all done. It's finished with. Right. Just freaking chill and look at this. Let's look at this, for example. So if I just delete that, I know there's loads and loads of information on here. I'm really sorry. Let's turn that off just to make it easier. So if I now go to indicators and I type in Stochastic RSI, we went through this a little while ago, the Stochastic RSI, and we discussed it. All right. And on the weekly, the Stochastic RSI on Bitcoin is at 3.32. Now, the ideal is between 20 and 80. Right, this is where it gets even more freaking interesting, because the last time the Stochastic was that low was back in the 7th of October 2019, which was that consolidation accumulation stage. In that 2-year period after the bear market, the Stochastic was as low as that. Right, we keep going and we look at where's my okay, so we look at the 2017 bull run part 1, which is here. So before we had that huge rise to the upside, so we came up, we created that inverse head and shoulders. You can see the spring There's your spring there and your movement up to the upside. 2017, the stochastic, look at where it is. It's at 23. Before we got the rise to the upside to finish off the bull market, creating these high-low structures, which is really, really exciting. And I was thinking to myself, okay, are we following the 2017 bull run? We're not, because the stochastic is down to 1.64. Then I looked at the 2013. Down here, there's your spring and your rise to the upside. The stochastic was at minus. So minus 0.82. A lot of people are saying like, this is going to be different. This is going to be different. I think we are in for a 2013 bull run. Right. This is where it gets a little bit mind bending. So just bear with me. For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, they had this huge run to the upside. This is why I say to you, 15th of August, start planning your top. 15th of September, you've really got to get serious. 8th of October, this is it, right? How far are you going to take this? How far are you going to take this? Because I don't want you getting to this top and then it's dropping. Because this year, I think it's going to rise up and it's going to drop like a stone. Because there isn't the number of people here that there is today. There is probably 1/15 of the number of people that there is today. So if you think there's 100,000 people invested in 2013, there's probably 1 million people. So as soon as one person starts taking out, which is going to be the banks, you're going to get that tumbling effect and it's going to be monumental. Hopefully I'll be home so I can go live and just be like, right, this doesn't look good, team. Okay. Right. So then that brings me to the next part of this conversation, which is, where's my pictures? Which is this. We all know what this is. We've seen it every single day that I was on. Is the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, which we are now nicely into phase D. As you can see with this chart, we have been following the Wyckoff pattern almost perfectly, which means technically we should be running now up to the upside after this huge manipulation that we've had. We've got good whales and we have bad whales. The bad whales have run out of money and the good whales are now stepping in. So this is our rise up to the upside. There's two images to this. So this is the Wyckoff pattern as we have been following it. And it says our rise to the upside is imminent because we're in phase D. And then I wanted to look at a different way of looking at the accumulation pattern, because we might not be there yet. All right. For me, it doesn't feel right because there's so much fear in the market right now. All right. China's gone quiet now and there's a lot of mining rigs that's being built in America and across the world. So the hash rate will go back up with Bitcoin eventually. The amount of manipulation that's happened has kept this price down, which is extremely frustrating. And I'm thinking to myself, how can it just take off now? So digging all freaking day looking for this information, and I found something. And it's not to make you feel sad and upset. It's just to make you view the Wyckoff pattern, because nobody can predict the timescale. There is no timescale that exists in the crypto market other than you get 1 year bull run, a 1 year bear market, 1 year consolidation and 1 year accumulation. So it's a 4-year cycle. But what if I said to you, the Wyckoff pattern, we might not be in D? It's something to have a look at, and I'm not trying to make you feel upset, but there is also this as well that someone else has been looking at on the 4 hour. that we might only be in phase B. So we could actually see this rise to the upside, followed by the spring, which would bring Bitcoin down to that 20K. So these are the two options that we're rolling with. Like I said, if Bitcoin goes down to the 20K, what would that make all of the other altcoins? It would make them incredibly cheap. Okay, secondly, if Bitcoin was to drop that low, what would that make the stochastic RSI? It would make it ridiculously low. So, which Wyckoff accumulation pattern am I going for? Obviously, I'm going for the first one, because the first one to me just makes sense based on how low your stochastic is. So if you get a rise to the upside now, I can't see it making that much of a difference. And then a drop down to the 18,000 would bring us touching that 200 again. Can't see it happening. It would bring the stochastic right down to minus 8, minus 10. We have never been that freaking low before. So, but we've never had this number of people in the crypto space. So, it's in our hands to maybe make that decision. I'm still staying that this isn't right, but I've got to show you it because I've seen it. It's just how we run here. The fact that if we find this information, we share it. So just be prepared for a rough time if it happens. If not, and we get that affirmation that we touch that 42,000 and we're going above it, then great. So in terms of Bitcoin team, we are now at 35,570. We need to hold this position because on the weekly, we are nicely touching that 55. After the 55, there is not much room for error. If you have a look, there's our bottom line right here. After that, we're going down to here, to this next support line, which is that 18,000, 20,000 that everybody's talking about. I know I'm talking bearish first. Okay, if that was to happen, where would that put the stochastic? I can't see it happening. Because what would happen is, even if it did fail and dropped, maybe to that 22,000, institutions are just going to go, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity and it's going to get swallowed up. It's going to get swallowed up. In my opinion, all I see is us right now fighting the 55 and the 21 EMA. So a bounce between the 55 and the 21 would be great. As it tightens, it has to do something. Hopefully, it's going to go the right way and break out. If it does break out, in terms of the Wyckoff pattern, it's going to take us to smashing through that 40, up to the 43, and then retest that 40 again. Remember, the 42,000 is our iron wall, so of course it's going to play there. Also, what we've got is this $33,000. Like, why is 33,000 so freaking frustrating? El Toro, have a nice time at work, you legend. This $33,000 we have seen time and time again. We had the $33,000 mark for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 weeks, and now we've had it again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could this be our change in the tide? I'm excited. I'm excited at the fact that we've got to this point now where we're unsure where it's going because of the amount of institutional money that's in there. The fact that retail is massive right now. It just excites me. We're seeing different things happening. We've now got Bitcoin following the 21 EMA, which we haven't seen for a long time. And also, HOT is doing the same thing as well. If we get to the point where HOT starts saying, right, beta is probably going to be released fairly soon because we've tested our HOLO parts, I would like to see HOT detached from the Bitcoin, which would be great. I mean, if this starts to drop now, it's going to be a real shame. Look at the stochastic, even on the 15-minute. We're down at the bottom. In terms of these predictions, it says we are ready to fly up, regardless of what the immediate short-term relative strength index says. We know HOT loves to chill at the 48 mark. We know that. We've known that for months now. It loves to sit in the center because that's what HOT does. It makes people very undecided what their plan is. But if you start researching the stochastic and going, all right, I'll look at a different tool, boom, we're freaking ready to go. We are ready to go, and it's really, really exciting. The fact that we've now had an all green day on a Sunday is magical, and it's exciting. People are going to wake up tomorrow after their 4th of July party and go, wow, I really need to invest some more in Bitcoin because it's disappearing. The Wyckoff pattern does say right now that we are fueled and ready to rise to the upside. So if this is the right Wyckoff, then great. If not, the second one, well, we might see a retracement back down after the huge rise to the upside. So we've still got time, team. We've got plenty of time for this rise up, and then we can discuss this if this was to happen. I know BitBoy Crypto is bearish. I know CoinSkid is bearish. Is this what they're watching? Are they watching this Wyckoff pattern? So yeah. We shall see. We shall see what happens. YK, please no more red candles. Had enough of them. Tesh, you're forgetting we get a rise first. Of course we're going to get a rise first. But we just need to keep an eye on what's going on. And those are the two Wyckoff patterns. So in terms of this, where are we going to go? Well, in the immediate short term, if this was to rise to the upside, then we could see that 6.5 boundary being touched again. But it's going to take a while to get there because we just don't have the volume at the minute. There's still a lot of fear in the market, like extreme fear. But this could actually shape us in the short term. The fact that people are looking at it and just going, nothing's happening in the crypto space. It's just going sideways. Okay, so we will have a look, see what's going to happen, and maybe make our punt. Okay, the human mind just goes, when it's going like this is when people jump on. That's why you get those vertical lines, because people just want to jump on the train, and then we get the crazy amount of numbers that we do in the live chat, 350, 400. Nobody likes the chill out time apart from us crazy lot. TT gonna buy a pizza with some HOLO. See ya. Mytesh thinks we are in the second one. Interesting. So Mytesh thinks that we are following this chart, which, look, it is what it is. If that's where we are, that's where we are. It just gives you another opportunity to buy some Bitcoin at a lower price, or sell some of your Bitcoin and buy it in at a lower price. So whichever chart it is still good news if you're a hodler. Fred, could be. Bad whales trying to make us feel safe to invest more, maybe. Jordy, all them who are bearish are on the wrong side of the psychological cycle. Yes. I haven't been anything but bullish. Look, if I was bearish, why would I have the amount of money that I've got invested in crypto? Why would I? It just doesn't make sense if we're going to have this drop. So if I see a pattern emerging, which we can't ignore that on the weekly. Excusez-moi, whilst it loads up. We obviously can't ignore that, because that is one gigantic head and shoulder pattern. There's so much writing on here, it's ridiculous. It is a gigantic head and shoulder pattern, so we can't ignore it, and we're not going to ignore it. Right. In the weekly, we have this huge triangle which is emerging on HOLO, on HOT. And we're just about to get out of it. We're getting so close. Maybe the next few weeks, 1, 2, 3 weeks, it has to do something. HOT either has to obviously go up or go down. You all know that. So with all the news that's coming out, maybe they know about this, and I would like to think any kind of chart that comes from the bottom in to the top of the triangle, down, up, down, technically, historically, has a breakout to the upside because it is a bullish symmetrical triangle. Anything that comes from the bottom into a triangle is classed as bullish. So this could be our time getting us back to that 3 cent. Where's my screen gone? There it is. Sunny Setter, Johnny, can you please discuss more about the stochastic indicator? I know it's supposed to indicate momentum, why and how to view that on the chart. Yeah, I mean, there's two, the stochastic indicator and the stochastic RSI. Obviously, we use the stochastic RSI, which is showing down here as technically 0 at the minute, and it's a momentum indicator used to identify overbought and oversold levels. It's really as simple as that. So it's showing that at this moment in time, HOT is massively, massively oversold. Yeah, so that's in a nutshell is what it is. It's a real basic understanding of, it shows whether something is overbought or oversold. It's an oscillator. So it fluctuates between a lower and upper limit, which is the 20 and the 80. So technically it should be in here. And then you've also have 2 lines which shows any kind of crossover, which could potentially indicate a bullish or a bearish sentiment. Should we be using the stochastic RSI more than the general RSI? Probably, because the stochastic RSI does create more signals than the standard relative strength index. So it shows like more sensitivity to upwards and downwards trends, because at the minute we're just looking at a line. So could we possibly adopt the stochastic going forward? To be fair, probably yes. The stochastic might actually be the new RSI for us, because we are progressing in terms of our level of knowledge in the crypto space. My Jordy, white coffee is more a method than a pattern. I like that. I like that. My Tesh, you know how crypto loves a fake out though. Yes, absolutely, it does love a fake out. And this is the thing, right? With that second accumulation Wyckoff, when everything is as low as it is, how can we have that sell-off down to 20,000 Bitcoin? Like, how can it happen? Because it would take that stochastic RSI lower than it's ever been in the history of Bitcoin. I just don't see it happening, if I'm honest. I think we could be doing an area where we'll possibly break down, flush out any more weekends, and then whales will pump like crazy. Yeah, I can see that happening too. Regardless, end of the year we will be up to 1 cent. I think it'll be more than 1 cent, my Tesh. Fred, oversold, so we will explode. Well, that's what it's telling us. It's telling us on the weekly that anything that's down is ready to take off to the upside, and we've been down at this point for such a long freaking time, right back to certainly with hot October 2020. So you can see in the long term, a rise back up to the upside creates a magnificent rise. It's just incredible. Jordy, I think they're going to fill their piggy banks. My Tesh, have you ever looked at using Ichimoku? I don't even know that word. No, I found them really helpful. Ichimoku clouds. I have no, I've never used them. I just like to bring it to the table quite simply. We use these two indicators. We use the MACD. We use the EMA. We've used Bollinger Bands in the past. We've looked at the Bollinger Bands. That'd be interesting, looking at Bollinger right now. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have looked at that Bollinger Band. Okay, so the center Bollinger line is, let me just hide these. Okay, it's not as worse. It's not as bad as what it looks, team. There's your center line for your Bollinger. All right, the chances of it dropping this low to my okay. Bollinger Band not accurate on a weekly, obviously. Okay, sorry to frighten you all, team, but we are running on the upper Bollinger lines because we are bullish at this moment in time. Can you see how the Bollinger or the candles respected the lower Bollinger Band and then came back to the center of the Bollinger line? This is what Bollingers do. So it's now touching that upside, hitting the resistance along the way. So now it's having this cooling off and coming and touching that center line. The prediction is the Bollinger wants to carry on going on an upwards trend. And that fits nicely with your 21 EMA, which is here, and your 55. So it all fits right. If we extend that, there's your 55 EMA. And then this one would take us up to that 21 EMA resistance. It all makes sense. Sitting nicely in that channel, running to the upside, nice and steady. It's not even a channel, it's a horizontal support and resistance, just bouncing on that 619 support resistance line. Oh my gosh. I'm never going to show you the weekly ever again with a Bollinger Band. I was like, oh no! Ichimoku clouds, is it? Ichimoku clouds. Here we go. What in great tarnation is this? Okay, I think I kind of understand this. So if we're in a bearish sentiment, the chart sits below the Ichimoku clouds. I'm not sure what this line means, but it's... Is this like a swing line? Don't know. I'd have to research it. It looks a freaking mess to me. But I'm sure if you sat down and studied it, people would just be like, oh, yeah, I totally understand that. So I'll do my research on it. Support and resistance bands. Support and resistance bands. Interesting. So if I turn off the 55, 21 and 200... So which one is which? Is it saying that? Why is the green one like that far behind from the rest of it? So I'm taking it your blue line is your resistance line and your red line is your support line, which fits right with your 55 and your 21. That does fit right. Take it, this must be an average by the looks of it. A 9, 26, 52, 26. Interesting. How your brain works, my Teshfi, I do not understand. To me, it kind of just makes me want to go. So yeah, the green cloud. The larger the cloud, ooh, the suspense. The larger the cloud, the more support, or the more resistance. Okay. So I'm taking it because the cloud is bigger right now. That means we have a high level of support. Is that what that means? But I take it, obviously, this can change as it moves forward. I like it. It just looks messy. It kind of upsets the OCD in me. That there's just like wiggly lines everywhere. It kind of looks like my Bitcoin chart is right now. So I do like it, mate. So the thin cloud broke through. Oh, yes. Yes, we did break through the thin cloud. And then we sat on the nice fluffy cloud. Interesting. Okay, it's probably maybe something we can get our teeth into and we can actually adopt this in our daily discussions. Yeah, that thing, the cloud. Let's just call it the cloud. It looks highly technical, extremely technical. All right, I'll hide it for the time being so we don't scare people that come in and they're like, whoa! Could it indicate trading volume? No. No. You usually get the trading volume when you get these institutional bursts, media, reduction in FUD, so fear rating goes down. Let's call it the iCloud. Yes, I like it. Ichimoku Cloud, the iCloud. Right, I'm interested to see what's going on with XRP, because XRP is having a run right now. And I know there's a lot of you that's invested in XRP. I feel that XRP is going to do well. You're probably going to look at, in my opinion, now, after this SEC bullcrap, probably a $10 XRP. I just can't see this thing stopping when it takes off with XRP. I'm mega Windy Pops. I'm mega excited for XRP now. So those of you that are invested heavily in XRP, I wouldn't panic about the price that it is now. I wouldn't panic about this sideways action. On the weekly, again, we're looking great. XRP is looking absolutely fantastic. XRP is now classed as the most heavily manipulated cryptocurrency because of the SEC. Football Kings, Johnny, how big do you see the chance of HOLO hitting 10 cents before the 1st of October? Pretty big. Because if we are at the stage now on the 4th of July, Independence Day, HOLO ports are getting switched on for the first time for alpha program. What does that mean for beta? What does that mean for people who are actually interested in this program when it actually works? What is that going to mean for the people that see, the people that have HOLO ports earning 10,000 HOLO fuel per month? It's going to create a lot of interest. And this is what I said right at the beginning of the show, the fact that there's going to get to a point where HOT is detached from Bitcoin and it starts running its own bull run, because that's where all the money will be pumped into HOLO. It has to. It can't not. The interest is going to be astronomical. We've just got to see it working. These people have just got to see it working. Now, I have said, in my opinion, HOT going to 20 cent, end of the bull run. So, at this moment in time, not financial advice, I'm still sticking to my guns. 6th of October, 20 cent. Still sticking to it. I have to, because that is my current regime. So you've got to have an idea in your head. And if you don't now, then I feel really sorry for you. I've got 20 cent. A lot of people have 7 cent and 10 cent. This ain't my first freaking rodeo. And the stuff that's happening right now is just extremely exciting to the fact, like, this could be bigger than you could possibly imagine, right? I'm not saying you're going to get rich tomorrow. I'm not saying you're going to get rich this year. You're going to get wealthy, but then why would you take out your wealth to be wealthy when you could in the next 5 years be unbelievably rich? The fact that you have mass adoption of Holochain. So the money that you've got in now, if you're panicking about it, you're not fit for crypto. I know that's awful to say, and it's a real kick in the teeth, but it's not. That money that you have invest in your crypto should just freaking stay there. Look at the scarcity of Bitcoin. If you haven't got Bitcoin, stick $100 in freaking Bitcoin and forget about it for the next 20 to 30 years. Because all that Bitcoin is going to do is get scarcer and scarcer and scarcer. Think about the next generation, the next gen. All right. If you are living in a family that has a curse of not been wealthy, do everyone a favor for the future and stick $100 in Bitcoin and just forget about it. Stick it on your ledger and leave it. And then in your will, you need to pass it on to somebody who's trustworthy and says, right, on this ledger is $100 worth of Bitcoin that is now worth this much, and it needs to be passed along. Because who knows where Bitcoin is going because of the fact of day freaking one, all Bitcoin has done on the monthly since day one has gone up. So as we get more and more scarce with Bitcoin, what does that mean? The value of Bitcoin technically only goes up. Yes, we're going to have these cup and handle formations, but what happens after a cup and handle formation? Oh yeah, we go up. And this is what we're going to see again. So if I said to you 10 years ago, stick $100 in, right? That would have got you 50 Bitcoin. There you go. You've currently got 70,000 sat in the account 10 years later. My Tesh, laughing out loud and forget your codes. Put the codes in the freaking loft on a wooden beam. That's what you need to do. And then when you sell the house, cut that wooden beam out and take it with you, and then stick it on the other wooden beam in the loft. There is multiple ways of solving a problem. Sunny Setter, massively oversold, which means the current price is way below the true value. Yes, that is correct. Oversold, it's hard to get your head around. I know. When I first was in it, I was like, overbought, oversold. What's the difference? What's the difference between overbought and oversold? And then when you just think that oversold, freaking cheap, overbought, technically expensive. So, yeah, once you've got that in your head, it's really straightforward. My test, if you look at the Bitcoin on the daily, the 45k to 48 is major red resistance. Why I think we are following the Wyckoff number 2. All right, let's have a look at that daily. iCloud. Yep, I see that. That does kind of make sense. But could that mean, technically, that we're just going to see some sideways action for the stock here now for 46 days? So you're saying that we're going to get a push down right now? Well, in terms of the Wyckoff, it does technically say that we're going to get a rise up. When that's going to happen, if this does thin out, because it's saying here that we broke down due to the cloud. So could we carry on going a little bit sideways, have this thin and then break out? Who knows? No one can predict the future. All right. I'm still staying bullish. I'm guessing there's a huge resistance line here because of the manipulation that happened. This is your Wyckoff distribution. This bit here going down, up and down. So that cloud is a residual of the manipulation. This is why, in terms of technical analysis, we haven't been able to do any for quite some time, because the whales are manipulating the market. These are obviously the good whales. This is the bad whales. This is the good whales fighting, and these are the bad whales trying to push it down. Bad whales fought. Now the good whales are trying to fight. So, in terms of the Wyckoff accumulation, technically we could argue that we could go sideways followed by a rise to the upside. I don't want to go sideways for all that time though. Interesting. I do like the theory, bro. Seriously. And it's got my spidey senses going. And it is worrying, if I'm honest. It does kind of worry me, that big iCloud. Now that you've explained it to us. I really don't want that push down. So we'll see what happens, because if that is the case, then all that's going to happen is the charts are just going to keep going down and down and down and push us into a bear market. But there's nothing that suggests the facts that we're getting pushed into a bear market other than the manipulation, other than China switching off the hash rates. But now we've got, is it Texas, I think, that is now running the mining rigs across there. We've also got news with Bitcoin being used as a currency, and there's more countries getting interested in it. And also, just like what Crypto said earlier on today, which is really interesting, 26% of USA's currency has been printed this year than whatever has been printed ever. So 26% of the, how do I word this right? 6% of the actual American currency. I can't even word it right. But it's a lot of freaking printing that's happened because of COVID. So what he's saying is the price of Bitcoin technically is going up because of the number of people that's coming into the crypto space, but the actual price of fiat is being driven down because the value of fiat is reducing whilst the price of Bitcoin is going up. So you're getting this leveling out motion, and it does make sense to me. So once the printing stops and the fiat recovers, does that mean the price of Bitcoin is going to skyrocket? Because it will then become its true value rather than its suppressed value because of the amount of printing of money that's going on this year. That makes more freaking sense. I'll get there in the end. So they said, so can you point out again really slowly how you see if something is oversold or overbought on the chart? I really need to get better at chart reading. Okay, so relative strength index is the easiest one for you to understand. So if the price is at that 20, it is classed as oversold, which means it is cheap. If the price touches the 70, it is classed as overbought, which means the price is likely to go down because the experts aren't going to buy in at this point unless there is massive amounts of institutional money going in. That's when you get that huge rise above, and it just goes crazy above that 70 line. These two lines are not just there for any purpose. They are fitted there to give you an indicator of oversold, cheap, overbought, expensive. So when I put my trades in, I trade this area here. So as it comes down, I'll keep an eye on it. It drops below the 30. When it comes back up above that 30, that is when I put my trade in. As you can see in this scenario, it's gone above the 30 and dropped below and then come back out again. And all that's happened technically is it's gone sideways due to the Wyckoff pattern. So people that are trading, it's not great to trade during a Wyckoff. That's why we haven't really done that much trading in the last God knows how many weeks. We've just sat on it and just kind of enjoyed the ride. So that's how it works. That's how the relative strength index works. You've also then got to look at the patterns. So you have, during the Wyckoff accumulation, you have these lower lows. And now, because we're in the accumulation, we are creating higher highs. So you've gone from this bearish trend, which looks like a reversal, now to a positive road ahead. Unless you're Mitesh V. Mitesh V, need the crystal ball, Johnny. Yes, I would love a crystal ball. I'd love to be able to predict the future. I've only ever done it once, and that was a real crazy dream that I had in round about the middle of January. And this dream said on the 26th of March, HOT is going to pump like crazy. And it did perfectly on the 26th of March. What was all that about? I honestly don't know. But yeah, there we go. Michael saying, you so good at this. You are, my Teshri. You are so good at this. Well done, bro. Saihan Akdogan. Steve. Who's Steve? Is Steve in the chat? Is somebody talking to Steve right now? Everybody think end of year it's going to pump if everybody to think that I don't see it happening. You, yeah, I see that happening. So they said, so I see the chart you're showing is on Binance. Is it very similar to TradingView? Yes, I believe that Binance do use TradingView. TradingView is just like the main platform. BK, what's going on? How far behind am I? Come on, Mitesh. I mean, to be fair, we don't have a timescale for this accumulation pattern. We could go sideways for another 42 days. It is possible. Until the thinning of the cloud. I like it. Mitesh V. Second lesson will be learning divergences. Yes! Icy, hey guys, Addy's playing, finally got in. Good to see it, Icy. Was it one of those 1 hour videos? Robert, the kanjas are still here, bro. They're still chilling. So yeah. I got through I kind of got through one packet. We've still got another 3 chilling. Chilling on the sides, ready for the rise to 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cent, 5 cent, and 6 cent, and so on. So yes, I did get my kanjis, and they are so freaking good. I just have like a little piece every now and again. Yes, look how bullish Fred is. I love it. You see, it was 2 non-skippable ones. I'm so sorry, Icy. Cheers, bro. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so hot right now is looking mega bullish. I'm so happy that we're seeing this rise to the upside. It does make everybody seem a lot happier. The 200 EMA is now working its way upwards. So that's 6125. I'd like to think overnight, if we continue this bullishness momentum, which is possible on the 15-minute, because we're back down to the medium, which is that 45, 48, where hot just likes to chill. So we could see coming back up. If we was to drop, I can only see us drop into that 55 because it's happened once and it'll happen again. We've now touching this level of support. When we was discussing earlier on today, I said that by the end of tonight, I would like to see hot in this zone. And it's kind of the bottom of it, so it's not confirmed yet. It'd be nice to have a rise to the upside and continue this, not that one. Continue this momentum with that 21. That would be great, which would bring that 55 ever closer. No, it wouldn't. It would bring it ever further away, which is there. And we continue that rise up. We'll see what happens. I'm happy for it to sit sideways for the next 24 hours. That would be great for me. And it would continue our bullish momentum. Bitcoin is currently doing us proud. It's up 2.23% today. Now playing with that 21 EMA, touching it. Could we see a drop to the 55? Yes, we could. It is possible. We do have a resistance line at the 36,000. That is clearly a support line that we haven't discussed previously, because it's here where we got touched and then we got rejected. It's also a resistance line up here as well. So there is something that's happening right now, which is this line here. So I'll stick it in, team, which is that 35,500, call it, to make it easier. No, it isn't. 35,250. Sorry, team. There it is. Get your facts right, Johnny Stang. Oh my gosh. So let's just clean up. Let's clean up the old Bitcoin. So here's the prediction that we did a few days ago. And we are kind of following it just like we predicted. Didn't go as low as I thought it was going to go. I thought it was probably going to come back down and touch the bottom of that old triangle. It's broken back out of that triangle. I'm hoping that triangle now doesn't exist. It's gone because we've been in it for so freaking long. If I go on the daily, let's have a look. Yeah, we started that triangle on the 19th of May and it came down on the 23rd and touched the bottom. That created this descending, this symmetrical triangle that's technically bearish, but the accumulation Wyckoff is helping us. I'm happy with this accumulation. Mitesh, I'm going to challenge you on this, bro. Totally going to challenge you. I think tomorrow is going to be bullish and the next day. Once we get breakthrough there, we are freaking go-go for this throwback. I think we are a go-go. Phase D, accumulation. I'm not against you, my test free at all, but I just like the fact that everything that we've done so far has not only been following the Steve chart, but it's been following this Wyckoff accumulation perfectly. The data that we've got on the other one, which is the one that's saying is in phase B. All right, I need to look into this in more detail because I need to pair this up with the accumulation Wyckoff. See if it really is in that phase B, which shows a rise down, large rise up, rise down, then a rise up. Is that right? Mitesh is strongly B. So that makes Mitesh V slightly more bearish than the rest of us. Don't know. Don't know. I need to put them side by side. Right, let's see if I can put them side by side. Interesting. Yeah, you're right. There is nobody talking about this. There's nobody talking about this. Or very few people that are talking about this phase. So the great thing is that we have both of them. So we can look at both. Like I said, when it comes to Wyckoff patterns, nobody can predict it. They can just base it on analysis. Obviously, this does look extremely fit, but are we getting an extended version, which is the phase B? So he said, thanks, Johnny. Very helpful. You're welcome. Tashvi, the whales catch you out when you most unexpect it. Yes, this is the way to bring liquidity in the market. Correct. Johnny, isn't this the same? The second one looks like it's 1 week ago. Yeah, they're both up to date. These are both up to date because these were taken from today when I was doing my work and my research. So these are actually accurate. This one is July the 2nd. So this was taken 2 days ago. And then this one was actually done this morning. So they are both accurate. It's just looking at the Wyckoff accumulation in two different set scenarios, and we can't ignore that. What I'd probably do right now, if I was you, is I'll come off. If you just screenshot that, and then at least you've got it for you to follow it. Because I do think it's important that you are looking at both charts so that you're not upset at the facts that we don't get that build up. So that should have given you enough time to screenshot that. People will FOMO back in. Yes, they will. I mean, once the fear and uncertainty has disappeared, then yeah, then we'll go back up. Sonny Seto, I don't see the RSI on Bitrue. Is it on there? Yes, it is on there. If you're using your mobile phone, then if you click on market at the top, you'll have favorite BTC USDT. Click USDT. Scroll down to hot. I'll just choose any, for example. So I'll choose hot. And then you've got three options on the top. You have 15M, which is your 15-minute, depth, and then it says SMA volume. Click SMA volume, and then under sub, click RSI. That brings your relative strength index up. You've also got MACD on there as well on Bitrue. So there's a lot of healthy information on there for you to have a look at. So just click that SMA volume when you're in the market, click RSI, and there it is. Fred, well, but doesn't change anything. If we hodl, we win anyway. That is correct. If you're in for the long term, then you don't even have to worry about the Wyckoff. Just keep turning up every day and having a laugh on the Johnny Stang Show with all you freaking legends. Ritas Pinto, what's going on? Missed you too, man. Sorry I was away for 4 days. My Teshvi is going to cash some out 45k and get the reversal. Nice. Jeff the Burgers, Holochain in the house. What's going on? Who else did we see in the house? Lauren is in the house as well. Great to see you. Holo Coco in the house. If you're not following Holo Coco on Twitter, please do. They are our friends. They are awesome. Yeah. YK. Am I looking forward to the 17th of July? Does a bear do a turd in the woods? That is how excited I am. I can't freaking wait. I'm going to set up all the advertisements and put it up in the top right hand corner for the Holocell interview on the 17th of July. It's going to be absolutely monumental. I'm so excited about it. So those of you that don't know about Holocell technologies, we're going to discuss it now whilst we're here. So these people Really, really nice team. I've been speaking to them for quite some time now, and they are dedicated and ready for the adoption of Holochain. And they have this really, really cool concept, which is going to work in the global shipping supply chain and more. And what they do is you'll be able to cloud free, be able to track your assets using the Holochain network. So cloud-based security on your vulnerables. That's the problem. You've got outdated systems, poor data quality and transparency, multiple vendors' lack of interoperability. Interoperability. Don't even know what that word means. Expensive licensing and cloud fees, and then blockchain bottlenecks. And what the solution is, this cloud-free, superior security, single solution for multiple critical tasks, streamlined modern systems, no licensing fees, GDPR compliant, and greater scalability and processing speed. So, what I absolutely love about this is it under the news and events section? I think I need to reset my Internet Explorer because it's really doing me an injustice today. Here we go. I can't wait for Mozilla Firefox to adopt Holochain, and we'll have this zero freaking lag. There's a really good example of it on here somewhere, which shows how they track the ships and they know the serial number of every container on the ship, how much fuel is left on the ship. Here it is. Here it is. It's this one. The Holocell UI teaser. So awesome. Okay, I can't find it. I haven't obviously got prepared for it, but yeah, Internet Explorer is just upsetting me right now. So, oh, here we go. Here we go. We got it. So it tells you the ship ID. You can click on the view ship data, view GPS data, and also view cargo. So this is based on your iPad. So anybody that holds this asset, i.e. the ship and the containers, they can keep a track on exactly where it is. And then also the data on the ship. Look at this. It can tell you its efficiency and how much fuel it's got left remaining, its course heading, and then all of its systems, engine status normal. And then you can go through each cargo ledger. So people that have containers on this ship, I'm guessing, we'll find out on the 17th, whether they'll be able to access this data to find out exactly where their cargo is in the world, so they can plan better logistics and give better accuracy for people who have bought their product and say, yep, actually, the cargo ship is in the Atlantic and it's going to be with us on this date, and so you'll be able to get your product on this date. So it's going to add so much more efficiency to the shipping world. Right now, the shipping world is in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of ships that are just all clogged up. There's a lot of queues that are happening. So is this going to help us going forward with faster, no lag data and create a much better world for the sailing industry, the warehouse industry? So I'm really excited to hear what they have to say on the 17th of July. The team look like a friendly bunch of people. This is the guy that I've been chatting to. Is this Joseph Glacier Jr.? Seem like a really, really nice team. I'm guessing these two are brothers. Haven't actually worked out that, but a really young team that's willing to drive forward such an amazing business. I'm all for it. I love the idea of it. And if this gets massively adopted, what is that going to mean for us? Like right now, Amazon, you buy something on Amazon, it tells you when it's being transported. So it'll say your package is 4 drops away, and you get a GPS location of your package. But this is like next level. You'll be able to order something and it'll tell you exactly where that product is. So you've ordered it. Let's say it's in America to start with. It's in New York. So you order something, you can log on to your phone and it'll tell you that it's left New York and it's on a ship. That product is on its way because it'll have a barcode linked to it. I'm not saying that's happening now, but this could be the continuation of this, going from a large cargo scale to them being adopted into something more retail for us that like to buy Mustang parts from America. So Holocell Technologies, 17th of July. It's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it. Exactly, Mytesh. Mytesh V, use Chrome. I do use Chrome for TradingView, and I use Internet Explorer for my first screen. So this screen here uses Internet Explorer. This uses Chrome. And then obviously that one is used for my Streamlabs OBS. Mytesh V, battleship. Mytesh V's taking over the chat tonight. It's usually Geordie. It's usually Geordie taking over the chat, but it's Mytesh. Mytesh has a lot to say tonight, and it's great. It's awesome. Good to see you, buddy. How cool would it be that Hot will pump now you are live? Yeah, that would be awesome if that did happen. Let's go to the 15-minute and see what's happening with Hot. Well, we're above the 21, which is great. I mean, we did earlier on just get a drop down below that 21, but it's staying sideways. It's staying put. No, it isn't, because that's Hot. That's not Hot, that's Bitcoin. Yeah, we're just heading above that 21 right now. We've got 5 minutes left on this close, and we'll see what happens. But I can pretty much guarantee right now is we're going to start playing with that 21 and 55 because it's going to play with this level of support. It is like a magnet. You see how it's fishing up and down it. It's just messing about with this. Hopefully we'll get a rise to the upside. If not, then sadly we'll go and retouch this 6122 again, which is driving me crazy. But that will bring, again, the relative strength index down to being oversold. So we could actually be playing with this range over the next few days if we don't get another massive rise to the upside. So that is your daily update, team. Holy crap, is it 20 to 10 already? That's so much fun. What else do we need to talk about? I did write some notes earlier on, so let's just have a look in my notes. Right, so my prediction is that we're not going to see the all-time high in Bitcoin in the next 2 months, at least, because of the manipulation. And it does fit right with the Wyckoff. So we've got a lot of work to do. So the next couple of months could actually see us rising. We need to get above that 42,000. So we've got to get above that 42,000, to be quite honest with you. Mytesh, because of iCloud. You and your freaking iCloud, bro. Somebody said to I am on laptop on Bitra and I don't see where to click for RSI. Okay. I mean, the best thing to do is to all right. No, that's fine. All right, we'll do it. We'll go on to Bitrue now and we'll do it. Do. All right, I'm just trying to log in into the desktop version because I haven't been on it for such a long time. Oh my gosh. Right. I am not a robot. Please enter your two-factor authenticator login. See. Right, so there it is here. Relative strength index at the bottom. What you need to do is go to this one here. So on the top of your screen, go across to indicators, click that, type in relative, and then relative strength index, and there it is. That brings up your relative strength index. If you want to delete it, you can delete it. Delete your volume, delete your volume, delete your relative strength index, and there you go. So you've got drawing tools as well. So you can draw, you can do exactly like what I do if you wish. But yeah, indicators is this option here. You can type in Ichimoku cloud and it brings up the Ichimoku cloud. Every day is a freaking school day, team. Woo! This is how we do it on the freaking HoloTube. All right, so there we go. Does that help you, Sunny Sitter? This one here that says indicators, that's where you find it. My Teshvi, Teacher Stang, Sensei of RSI. Football Kings is going. See you later, brother. Free Danny, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. What happened, right? What happened to your live stream, bro? Because that was like crazy, like epic, crazy music. We don't see you anymore. My Teshvi draw giraffes and dinosaurs. We're going back to that. Back to the old drawing days. I mean, we could technically something like this. There it is. That quick dinosaur right there. Boom. That's how we do it. Right, team. We're done. Let's go and do some work ready for work tomorrow. But back on tomorrow, 8 p.m. as usual. Freaking love doing the live. I've missed it so much. A new Brontosaurus. What's Carlton? Hey, what's going on, Carlton? Sat on the microphone, just chilling there. I'm up here for the time being. Live text. Michael says thank you. No, thank you, brother. If it wasn't for you sat here all night, there'd be no point in me doing this, would there? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, we'll put the time back on for Brenton, because I know Brenton likes to have the time on there. Yeah, it's cool that we can teach about the iClouds whilst just chatting on the live chat. That's why I love the live chat so much. I think it's massively underrated for a lot of YouTubers. They just don't use it to their potential, if I'm honest. Read more about it and we can resume lesson next week. Yes, we can. Okay, right. That's a pretty good sesh, I think. I'm gonna disappear, and I want you to all enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Looking forward to it. So until then, team, you're awesome. Peace and good freaking night.
Show me a lesson and I've learned it. Show me a bridge, I probably burned it. Show me $1, yeah, I've earned it. Though I can't tell you where it went. Show me time I used to waste it. Show me whiskey, I still taste it. Show me hell, and hell I've raised it. That's just who I've always been. But if I could go back somehow and get one more time around, give me one more time around the sun.
Carlos Silveira. Hi, Holo family investors. What's going on, legend?
And give it all I got. I'd live and let live, forget and forgive. Please don't give up on me now. Give me one more time around. Still got things I need to do here. A lot of air I need to get clear. A lot of love, a little less fear. Lift up all of those I let down. Give me one more time around the sun. I'd take it, I'd run around this blue rock and give it all I got. I'd live and let live, forget and forgive. Please don't give up on me me a chance so I can give more. Heaven knows what I'd give for one more time around. One more time around the sun, I'd take it, I'd run around this blue rock and give it all I got. I'd live and let live, forget and forgive. Please don't give up on me now. Give me one more time around. One more time around. Sunburned paint still reads 98 state champs on that water tower. Well, kids still hang at the old flat bank, cruise that Friday night strip for hours, kinda like a small town. There's Glen Mill Road where the years move slow. Ain't much changed since our first kiss. I've seen city lights, and man, I saw the light. Now, let me tell you now, I admit, kinda like this small town. It ain't changed a bit, nothing better than this that I found. It took some coming around, but I'm figuring out you're where I wanna be right now. Kinda like this small town. Yeah, kinda like this small town. On your front steps, that day I left, you played me like a rock and roll song. 'Cause you just laughed and said, find your way back. I guess you knew it all along, that you were right where I belong. Kinda like this small town. Yeah, it ain't changed a bit, nothing better than this that I found. It took some coming around, but I'm figuring out you're where I wanna be right now. Kinda like this small town. Yeah, kinda like this small town. Come on. Kinda like this small town. Yeah, I kinda like this small town. Kinda like this small town. How it ain't changed a bit, nothing better than this that I found. Not a worry around, nowhere more proud, nowhere else you'd wanna settle down. Kinda like this small town. Yeah, I kinda love this small town. I saw her flying there by the dawn's early light. A little tired, a little tore up, still hurting from the fight. And then it hit me. You ain't gotta pick a side. You can love your fellow man and still have pride. 'Cause we're all stitched together like the red, white, and blue. Might be a little bit different, but we're all the same too. 'Cause the stars and stripes are so much more than that old piece of cloth on your grandma's porch. It gave us that American dream to be anything that we want to be. It don't matter where you are, from a one-room church to an uptown bar. Don't care if you're black or white or who you love. I stand for the flag, and the flag stands for all of us. For the teachers of today, for the leaders of tomorrow, for long-haul driving truckers, rolling all night hauling cargo. The banker pays the farmer who feeds the factory working man, while a preacher talks to Jesus about his son in Afghanistan. We all need each other like an apple needs a pie, and that's just another day in this American life. 'Cause the stars and stripes are so much more than that old piece of cloth on your grandma's porch. It gave us that American dream to be anything that we want to be. 'Cause it don't matter where you are, from a one-room church to an uptown bar. Don't care if you're black or white or who you love. I stand for the flag, and the flag stands for all of us. I stand for showing kindness, treating everyone with love. Be proud of who you are. Don't forget where you came from. 'Cause the stars and stripes mean so much more than that old piece of cloth on your grandma's porch. It gave us that American dream to be anything that we want to be. And it don't matter where you are, from a one-room church to an uptown bar. Don't care if you're black or white or who you love. I stand for the flag, and the flag damn sure stands for all of us. Didn't feel like Sunday until I was swinging with you. Riding in my Ford didn't feel like money till I was riding with you. Could be something in your eyes, maybe something in that smile, but I ain't never felt the way I do when I'm with you. Trees seem greener, sun shines brighter, tea tastes sweeter, and trouble seem lighter. I could go on forever in a day or two. Darling, everything's better with you. Kissing on me, baby, all night long. Dancing in the dirt with the crickets and the frogs. Girl, I don't know what it is you do. Everything's better with you. Never made no sense till I was singing about you. The only time that is time well spent is time I'm spending with you. Could be something in your eyes, maybe something in that smile, but I ain't never felt so dang brand new when I'm with you. Trees seem greener, sun shines brighter, tea tastes sweeter, and trouble seem lighter. I could go on forever in a day or two. Darling, everything's better kissing on me, baby, all night long, dancing in the dirt with the crickets and the frogs. Girl, I don't know what it is you do, everything's better with you. Slower, stars hang lower, heaven feels closer when I'm with you. I could go on forever and a day or two, don't mind if I do. Trees seem greener, sun shines brighter, tea tastes sweeter and trouble seem lighter. I could go on forever if you need me to. Darling, everything's better with you. Kissing on me, baby, all night long, dancing in the dirt with the crickets and the frogs. Girl, I don't know what it is you do, everything's better with you. It was parked out in the woods, keys still in the ignition. All the cops were buzzing from somebody's bad decision. Call everyone you know, we found the evidence. Just don't let them see you when you jump across the fence. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. Go splashing in the creek. You can get as rowdy as you damn near wanna be. But don't build a bonfire, we don't need that attention. Ain't nobody driving home, not in our condition. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. We parked it over here, we parked it over there. We parked it in the barn, yeah, we parked it everywhere. The party went on all night long, till all the beer was gone. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, let's keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. Somebody stole a beer truck. I'll back it on up, boy. Somebody stole a beer truck.
See the smile on your face makes the hard times okay. Anytime you're near. Even when I'm down, I just need you around. And I don't mind my love. Every dream I had came true. Every time I look at you, so I don't mind, no, I don't mind my love. If the earth stopped its spin, it wouldn't change a thing. Long as you're here with me. 'Cause it's your eyes, I swear, leave me without a care. And I don't mind my love. Every dream I had came true. Every time couldn't find them anyway. But you don't mind at all. You take me like I am, all the good and the bad. You don't mind, and I don't mind, we don't mind. Every dream I had came true. Every time I look at you, this whole world could fall apart, but you will still have my heart. I don't mind, no, I don't mind, like I don't mind, no, I don't mind,
This is where these winding roads have led. I can see a day of gold ahead. It can't be done, impossible, they've said.
You and I, we're trouble in sight. Beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. 'Cause I'm in love, you're a star, burning bright in my heart. We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. We're going away. I get you back. Check the tag. Journey for life, and it's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone.
trace. It ain't enough for me to spend my time and care. If you're just gonna love me from way back over there, so step it up, step it up, step it up, baby, you'll be gone. You keep saying you want me, well, push has come to shove. It's way past time and overdue to show what you're made of. It's nowhere near enough, and I won't hold my breath. But if you come through for me, I'm yours in life and death. So step it up, step it up, step it up, baby, you'll be gone. Just a case. Now you're here right by my side, brighten up my days. Was never enough for me to spend my time and care. But you are just gonna love me way back over there. You did step it up, step it up, step it up. Sure did step it up. love. It's like I've been waiting around for you. Why did you take so long to come to me? Maybe you were waiting round for me too. So I feel you're some kind of wonderful, some kind of magical woman. My love's for real. I need to show you right now. Take a look at me now. I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me.
you're gone, and all I have is time. And though you're not here anymore, I still think about you. 'Cause baby, yeah, I didn't forget you. Hey, no, I didn't forget you, baby. I know
Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, oh, to keep you, baby. Oh, to keep you, baby. Doo-doo-doo. Now I hurt so bad. All I feel is sad that I lost you, baby. Oh, I lost you, baby. I said goodbye with tears inside, calling out your name as you shut the door behind you. And now I wonder, why won't you come back? Love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance. Take my hand and let me have this dance. Tomorrow is another day, so sit around and waste away without you, baby. Oh, without you, baby. My life used to be in blue, now it's mostly filled with gloom. I miss you, baby. Yeah, I miss you, baby. I said goodbye with tears inside, calling out your name as you shut the door behind you. And now I wonder, why won't you come back? Love me, hold me, need me, like the way you used to do, when it was just me and you. Don't go, I need you, I'll never mislead you. Give this love another chance. Take my hand and let me have this dance.
Boom. Wow, this is awesome. Okay. Should have a look at the MACD. This is actually really freaking good. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. Like we said earlier on tonight, if we can get past this support line, sorry, this resistance line, and move from this area into this area, it's great. Yeah, your relative strength index, we've got some crazy volume coming in. So if the volume was to cool off right now, yeah, we'd come and retest that 0.006. So we would retest that, but we'll just see what happens with this volume. It's really interesting. If we can get Bitcoin to that 36,200 mark, I actually see us going back. I think we're going to start retesting that 40,000 and that 42. It does look extremely bullish, team, right now. Actually a long time since we've had this kind of volume coming in. I mean, this just looks amazing. What are we up to now? 11%. the last few days. Mac D looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, I need to archive this video. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick reset and then start a new one. So we can put the today's live in the playlist for Brenton to watch when he wakes up. So give us 2 minutes, team, and I'll be back on. Cheers.